25, Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
The pass. P.J. Hall on the tackle. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8. That's good for a Tennessee. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Brady's pass, complete to Darren Waller. A 3-yard pickup, brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line. Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier. Vince Williams on the tackle. A loss of a yard on the play, and it's 3rd down. Brady's pass, complete to Hakeem Butler. A gain of 12. 1st down, Houston. Brady's pass, complete to Nicole Hartman. 42 yards on the play. And the Texans, 1st down. Brady's pass, complete to Darren Waller. A 7-yard pickup, brings up 2nd and 3 at the Titans' 27-yard line. Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 7. 1st down, Texans. Brady's pass, complete to Darren Waller. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score. Brady's pass, complete to number 83, Darren Waller. Touchdown, Houston. His kick is good. Makes the score Texans 7, Titans nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off. Deshaun Jackson on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Tennessee Titans. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. Melvin Gordon. That's good for a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Gordon on the carry. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Houston.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Because I need to figure out
what on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on. Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's Mostert, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Raheem Mostert with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Makes the score Texans.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. And this has been a game of contrast somewhat. As you see, he's had success moving the ball on the ground. That fumble on the last drive, though, that's now 2 that he's lost in this game.
And that's where it really hurts. It makes things difficult on a coach because you mentioned the success he's having, yet if he keeps turning it over, it negates all of that success. Take care of the football, and he's headed for a big game.
One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The sack by Jordan Willis. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And now off to the races down the right side. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Complete.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts
13 yards.
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a play fake. Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
Darren Waller.
The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Now second.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should turn the tide.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Texans.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. He's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
The ball carrier.
Raheem Mostert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
25-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Titans 7.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Nicole Hartman on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He'll look downfield for Waller, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield on that play.
He'll take this before going out of bounds. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They're going deep for Hill. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. 2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's on. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Is good.
Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long. That word against symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
At the 31-yard line.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 34-yard line.
2nd and 8. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This pass complete, wins to Ertz. And the ball is knocked out, and the Texans scoop it.
Wentz's pass.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A gain of 32 that time. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense,
a yard, and it'll be second down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's who they have it. They do.
Wentz on the keeper.
And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Raheem Mostert with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Kick is good.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass from the 25. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's Hill on the return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Hill on the return.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Houston.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Graham Gano set to
Gano now following the touchdown here. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it.
Oh, my.
And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And it's a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And some space here. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. And we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Wentz now to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them. Won't they? Easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in week. Start your week by installing your game plan.